It's news to us today, of course, but it appears the hierarchy at Liverpool have known since November. Klopp said today, I told the club in November. So John W. Henry and the rest of them have had time to digest it. And of course, now the attention will turn to who's going to take over from Jurgen Klopp. Who's going to take to the Liverpool technical area after Klopp goes at the end of the season? The news in Germany this lunchtime is that the man who played for Liverpool in that memorable Champions League final in Istanbul, and of course played a big part in Liverpool turning that whole game around against AC Milan and going on and winning it under Benitez, Xabi Alonso at Bayer Leverkusen, hotly tipped to be the man in the frame to take over. And it's been reported this lunchtime in Germany that Bayer Leverkusen, if Alonso is approached by Liverpool, would not stand in Alonso's way. Funnily enough, this was Xabi Alonso speaking back in 2018 right here on talkSPORT when he was asked a question about what about one day you being manager of Liverpool.
Yeah, for sure I have dreamt of that. For sure I have to prove myself. I need to prepare, but if I decide somewhere along the way to take my chances as a manager, my link, my commitment, my passion with Liverpool is there, and why not? We will see if we can cross paths in our ways.
Xabi Alonso, we'll get to that. Simon, now that you've had more time to let the dust settle and digest the news about Klopp, you're a hard man to please. You've got high standards. You demand the best in class. Where does Klopp come in?
Oh, I think he's up there. Absolutely. I think for Liverpool, absolutely, because of the manner in which he's brought forward this football club and got, it's almost been like an orchestrator conducting the audience, getting the absolute feel that he wants behind the team, building teams that I've enjoyed watching more, not because I don't like Man City, but I enjoy Liverpool's brand of football more than I enjoy watching Arsenal and watching Manchester City because it's more feral, it's more aggressive. I think at times he's been a brilliant statesman for the Premier League. I think the prestige he gets isn't quite matched by the achievements because, four trophies in 9 years, compared to some of the people that have gone before or some of the people that are very much there now, doesn't stack up. But I still think, and I made the point 2 weeks ago, that in my view, that Klopp is the best manager. I got, confronted by groups of Man City fans outside saying, are you seriously suggesting that Klopp is a better manager than Guardiola? And for me, the brand of football that he plays, he is. And if he was managing Manchester City with the resources that he would have had at Manchester City, I think he would have done everything that Guardiola's
he's
done.
Built quite a dynasty there, hasn't he, with all the players that came in. He's one of the great communicators, Jim, without doubt, the way that he communicates. And I think he's being honest and true to his personality. And I think it's all he knows. And he's just behaving as he always has done, with a great deal of honesty. And I think it could give them huge results between now and the end of the season. It's a sad day, of course, because the club doesn't want to see him go, and there will be change. But what won't change, I don't think, is what they're doing right now on the pitch. And I think he'll use this as an energy.
I was going to ask you that, Martin, because the worry for me is this football team is so much Jurgen Klopp. And if you take Jurgen Klopp out and you put someone else that's maybe Jurgen Klopp light, irrespective of what's happening in Germany and Xabi Alonso developing himself over 160 games that he's managed. Right? But this is Klopp. This team represents Klopp's personality, represents his outlook. Liverpool became what we're now describing as a rock and roll side simply because it was Klopp's will. Now you're pivoting, now you're changing, and you're also taking out all the fabric. So it looks like a really interesting conundrum for Billy Hogan and those at Liverpool when they make their decision about who takes over from Klopp, because it will be a style of. I can't see how they don't change the style.
But within the dressing room, I mean, they now become a reflection of their manager, of that personality, that character. He shapes those players. You'll see another great leader coming out of there. There's no doubt there. You're looking at Van Dijk, you're looking at Alexander-Arnold. These players now will grow. They become a reflection. Yeah, they become a reflection of the manager. I don't see them going anywhere. That's a huge football club. A lot of reasons to want to be there.
His record is undeniable. It's brilliant. Games managed, 466. Games won, 283. Games lost, 78. He's got a win ratio of 60.7%. Simon, thank you, mate, as always. Martin Keown, An invincible performance from you, my friend. We brought you the news this morning, and like us here in studio on the 17th floor of the news building, we were as staggered as you. But it's true. At the end of this season, Jurgen Klopp says goodbye to Liverpool Football Club. Whether you want to get used to it or not, whether you like the news or not, it's true. Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool part company at the end of this season. We're coming up to one.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.